You open your eyes on a forest floor, damp leaves under your back, green light, broken through the trees. No memory of how you got here. You push yourself up, and your hand comes down on a branch. Except the branch moves. Fangs sink into your palm. Before you even register the shape of it, the snake is already gone. That's animal number 1. There are 5 more waiting, and here's the part that'll kill you. What saves you from this bite is the exact thing that kills you with the next one. 6 animals. 6 completely different answers. Let's see how many you'd survive. You stare at the 2 small holes in your skin, like they belong to someone else's hand. Then your body remembers every movie you've ever seen, and every single one of them is about to get you killed. Cut the wound open, suck the venom out, spit it away. Don't. Even a powerful suction device pulls out almost none of the venom. You've just added your own mouth bacteria to an open wound, for nothing. So instead, you grab your shirt and start wrapping it tight above the bite, the way every action hero would. Also wrong. A tourniquet doesn't stop the venom, it just traps it in one place, and can do more damage to the limb than the bite would have. So what actually works? It depends on which side of the planet you're standing on. In the US, doctors say the opposite of what you'd expect. No tight wrap at all, limb held still, roughly level with your heart. In Australia, it flips completely. Wrap the whole limb tight, fingers to shoulder, then immobilize it so it can't bend. Same bite. 2 continents. 2 opposite answers, both correct, for the snakes that actually live there. Your hands won't stop shaking. You hold the limb against your chest and wait, staring at the bite like it might not belong to you anymore. Eventually you get up, the trees thin out, the ground turns rockier, the kind of place where things hide under stone instead of leaf. You flip over a piece of bark looking for something to burn later, and something dark and fast bites down on your hand. A spider, thick-bodied, black. A funnel web. Your hand is already moving towards your mouth, on pure habit, before your brain even catches up. Stop, not this one. Here, the wrap it tight method from a few minutes ago is exactly right. Whole limb, tight, fingers to shoulder, splinted so it can't move. Venom only travels when your muscles pump it along. Freeze the limb, and you've bought yourself time. Remember what the snake just taught you? Forget half of it. This time, wrapping tight is exactly what saves you. Night falls fast out here, and you're picking your way across loose rock in the dark when something stings the top of your foot. It hurts, really bad. You freeze and fumble for your light and point it down at your own skin. A scorpion, and your hands are already reaching for something to wrap it with, because that's what just worked. Stop again. Completely wrong this time. No bandage at all. Pressure doesn't slow the venom down here. It just makes the pain worse. What helps is cold, and keeping the limb up, not held rigid and low. Forget the spider. Again, 2 bites, 2 crawling black shapes, 2 opposite answers. And your gut can't tell the difference between them. You don't sleep much after that. When the light finally comes back, your foot is still throbbing and you're moving slower, watching the ground more than the horizon, which is exactly why you don't see the plant until your hand is already burning from brushing against it. No fangs, no sting, no animal at all, just a plant and skin that's suddenly on fire. And that's the thing nobody tells you about the wild. Not everything that hurts you is hunting you. Some of it just sits there, patient, waiting for you to touch the wrong leaf. You wash it off as best you can and keep moving, slower now, toward the sound of something bigger than a river. The trees open onto a long, empty coastline, and after 2 days of dust and dry heat, you don't wade in carefully. You run, straight into the water, desperate to be cool and clean for 1 minute. That's when it wraps around your calf, invisible until it isn't, already burning in long, deliberate lines. For a moment, you don't even understand what's touching you. Then you see the trailing threads in the water and you know, a jellyfish. And every cell in your body screams the same thing. Fresh water? Now? Wash it off. That's the worst thing you can do. Fresh water doesn't rinse the stinging cells away. It sets off everyone that hasn't fired yet. You're not cleaning the wound. You're detonating it. And forget the other liquid people joke about at every beach on Earth. Tested and busted. It does nothing. Vinegar works, seawater works. Both stop the cells before they fire. Only then, carefully, never with a bare hand, do you pull the rest of the tentacle away. You lie back in the shallows afterward, breathing hard, in no rush to stand up. But the ocean is the only direction left, so eventually you go back in. You step down onto what looks like a lump of coral. It isn't. 13 spines drive straight into the sole of your foot, and the pain that follows has been described as the worst a human can feel. Every instinct tells you to rip your foot back out of the water. You can't. The pain already has you. Ice, right? Cool it down, like everything else so far? Wrong, and this time the answer is almost beautiful. Stonefish venom is fragile. It falls apart in heat. Plunge the foot into water as hot as you can stand, and the venom starts breaking down inside your own skin. Right around 42 degrees, it happens fast. Heat isn't comfort here. It's the antidote. You build a small fire just to heat water for your foot, and while you wait for it to boil, something in the tide pool beside you catches your eye. Small enough to fit in your palm. Rings of electric blue flickering across its skin. It's beautiful, and you're tired. And you pick it up before you even decide to. You barely feel the bite. For a second, nothing happens at all. You almost laugh. Maybe you got lucky. Maybe it wasn't even venom. Then your lips go numb. The kind of numb that feels like they fell asleep an hour ago and you're only just noticing. You flex your hand. It answers a little slower than it should. This is a blue-ringed octopus. And it doesn't burn. And it doesn't swell. It just goes quiet, one piece of you at a time. You try to stand. Your legs are still there. They just aren't fully yours anymore. You try to speak. Nothing comes out. Your chest still wants air. It's your lungs that have stopped listening. Heat won't save you this time. Everything you just learned from the stonefish 10 minutes ago means nothing here. What works is what worked for the spider. Pressure. The whole limb wrapped, immobilized, tight. But even that isn't enough alone. There is no anti-venom for this one. None. The only thing that gets you through it is another person breathing for you, by hand, for hours, until your own body clears the poison on its own. People have lain fully paralyzed from this bite, awake the entire time, alive only because somebody else refused to stop breathing for them. You're alone on this beach. There's no one to breathe for you. All you can do is wrap the limb the way the spider taught you, lie back in the sand and wait to find out if your next breath is the one that doesn't come. However that goes, look back at everything that got you here. 6 answers. Half of them the exact opposite of the one before it. Wrap it tight, unless it's a scorpion. Reach for heat, unless it's the octopus. What saves you from one animal is exactly what kills you with the next, sometimes an hour later, on the same stretch of sand. There was never one rule you could learn once and keep forever. That was the trap the whole time. So be honest with yourself. How many of those 6 did you actually know? And the one you got wrong, the instinct you were completely sure about, that's the instinct that would have killed you.